Welcome to the latest NBA updates. Today, the Boston Celtics secured their second consecutive victory, triumphing over the Indiana Pacers with a score of 129 to 124. Jason Tatum led the Celtics with 30 points, while Jaylen Brown contributed 25 points. The New York Knicks extended their winning streak to 8 games by defeating the Utah Jazz 118 to 103, with Dante DiVincenzo and Jalen Brunson scoring 33 and 29 points respectively. In a remarkable double-double performance, Trae Young scored 26 points and delivered 13 assists as the Atlanta Hawks claimed their second straight win against the Los Angeles Lakers, finishing with a score of 138 to 122. The Toronto Raptors ended a 5-game losing streak by defeating the Chicago Bulls 118 to 107, with Gary Trent and Bruce Brown leading the Bulls with 24 and 19 points. The Golden State Warriors halted their 2-game losing streak by beating the Philadelphia 76ers 119 to 107. Stephen Curry led the Warriors with 37 points, while Jonathan Kuminga added 26 points. Now let's look at tomorrow's game schedule. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics continue to assert their dominance, claiming the top spot with an impressive record of 37 wins and 11 losses. Right on their heels, the Milwaukee Bucks secure the second position with 32 wins and 15 losses, closely followed by the New York Knicks at third place with 31 wins and 17 losses. The Cleveland Cavaliers and Philadelphia 76ers round out the top 5 with 28 and 29 wins, respectively, while the 4th-seeded Miami Heat and 7th-seeded Orlando Magic share identical records of 24 wins and 23 losses. The Indiana Pacers stand at the 6th spot with 27 wins and 21 losses, followed by Heat and Magic at 7th and 8th place. In the bottom half of the Eastern Conference standings, the Chicago Bulls claim the 9th spot with 22 wins and 26 losses, followed by the Atlanta Hawks at 10th with 20 wins and 27 losses. Nets are at 11, while the Toronto Raptors, despite a challenging season, secure the 12th position with 17 wins and 30 losses, while the Charlotte Hornets find themselves at 13th with 10 wins and 35 losses. The Washington Wizards and Detroit Pistons close out the standings at 14th and 15th places respectively, facing tough seasons with 9 and 6 wins and 37 and 40 losses each. In the Western Conference, the Minnesota Timberwolves stand tall at the summit, claiming the top spot with an impressive record of 33 wins and 14 losses. Close on their heels, the Denver Nuggets secure the second position with 33 wins and 15 losses, followed by the Oklahoma City Thunder at third with 32 wins and 15 losses. The LA Clippers comfortably hold the 4th spot with 30 wins and 15 losses, while the Sacramento Kings round out the top 5 with a solid record of 27 wins and 18 losses. The Phoenix Suns find themselves at 6th place with 27 wins and 20 losses, closely trailed by the New Orleans Pelicans and Dallas Mavericks at 7th and 8th positions, each boasting a record of 26 wins and 21 losses. In the bottom half of the Western Conference standings, the Utah Jazz and Los Angeles Lakers share the 9th and 10th positions with identical records of 24 wins and 25 losses. The Houston Rockets hold the 11th spot with 22 wins and 24 losses, while the Golden State Warriors claim the 12th position with 20 wins and 24 losses. The Memphis Grizzlies find themselves at 13th with 18 wins and 29 losses, followed by the Portland Trail Blazers at 14th with 14 wins and 33 losses. The San Antonio Spurs anchor the standings at 15th place, facing a challenging season with 10 wins and 37 losses. Let's look at the schedule for tomorrow's games. 8 o'clock a.m., Washington Wizards versus LA Clippers, Cleveland Cavaliers versus Detroit Pistons, Charlotte Hornets versus Chicago Bulls. 8:30 a.m., Miami Heat versus Sacramento Kings. 9 o'clock a.m., Houston Rockets versus New Orleans Pelicans, Oklahoma City Thunder versus Denver Nuggets, San Antonio Spurs versus Orlando Magic, Minnesota Timberwolves versus Dallas Mavericks. 9:30 a.m., Brooklyn Nets versus Phoenix Suns. 11 o'clock a.m., Portland Trail Blazers versus Milwaukee Bucks. Stay tuned for an action-packed day of NBA games.